With this being the end of the year, everybody's coming up with their top lists. And I thought one unique idea would be the top 3 popcorn buckets of 2025. Because as movie merchandising has kind of evolved this year, one thing that's definitely gotten bigger and more interesting is the hobby of collecting popcorn buckets. And the movie theaters now producing popcorn buckets, unique ones and interesting ones, in conjunction with film releases. So these are the top 3, or at least the 3 I decided to spend money on this year. Okay, first up in my number 3 position is the Monkey popcorn bucket. This is for Osgood Perkins' The Monkey, which came out really early in this year. And this is a really cool popcorn bucket because it's essentially the monkey. It's the iconic creepy ass monkey from the movie, and he hits the drum, and the drum is where you put the popcorn. It's an interesting idea, and it's well executed because it feels like the artifact from the movie enough, and it looks like it enough, but it isn't like a super collectible, but it is cool enough and a great souvenir of the film. And that's why I actually picked this one up, because when I saw this, I was like, this is too weird to be true. And I went and picked it up, and as soon as they went on sale, and I'm really happy I did, because having this weird little guy on my shelf, this is the AMC flavor of it, it's just cool as hell because it's the monkey. And if you've seen the movie's a lot of fun, and having this guy in my collection is really cool. Okay, my number 2 spot is the Silent Deadly Night Cookie Tin. Now, I kind of have a thing for, popcorn buckets that are kind of functional or cross-functional, that aren't just popcorn buckets, that are other things. And this sort of ties into the holiday of Christmas, because if you've seen those cookie tins, this is one of those cookie tins, but it's themed to the film. And if you open it, it's got the good old Punish on the inside. Really, really, really cool idea. Really well executed here. You can see it's got some fake rust on the side. It's got some blood on the cookies. It's got the killer on the front. It's a really cool idea. This was through AMC. I actually bought this through their site because it was hard to find originally. And it was like, I think $15 in theaters, and AMC put it for sale on their site. And I'm glad I picked buy, because now these are going for a little bit of money. But it's a great little popcorn tin that I am so happy I own, because it's not only a neat souvenir for the film, but it's also a really sort of interesting idea of how to market it and how to sort of make something that is evocative of the film, but is still usable and something you want to keep around, because, having this around for the holidays was something I just needed to have. Personally, the little pretzels are my favorite. So them on here definitely was a great get. So in the number 1 position, and my favorite popcorn bucket of the year, is the Pochita popcorn bucket from Chainsaw Man, the movie, The Reze Arc. This guy was not easy to come by. Here you can see, like, this is just a perfect representation of Pochita. Like, I saw Japan got the actual Chainsaw Man head. I don't want that. I want my son. And this is Pochita, and he is perfect in every way. And I think they did a really good job on this. Now, this was available at all theaters, and I struggled a little bit to get these because I went to an AMC and I was like, hey, do you guys got the buckets that Monday? And they were like, oh yeah, but we're not selling them until the movie comes out and you have to get a ticket. So that particular AMC, I bought a ticket. I came in the day the movie came out, and they're like, oh, we sold out of them. So luckily, Cinemark came in clutch, and they had a bunch of these, and I was able to get one on the day it released in a Cinemark for retail. So I did not pay crazy prices for these. I did go all around Philadelphia to get them, and I do think it's worth it, because as this has become more collectible, not only is it a cool collectible, but like, I love having this little guy on the shelf, because, I'm really particular about the way I want to see Pochita portrayed. The snout is very important to me for some reason, because to me, he seems like a pug. So I want my little snouted Pochita. And if he would have been flocked, that would have been a total, like, over the hill and through the woods. But I mean, here you put the popcorn in the back of him. There really isn't a lot of room for popcorn in these popcorn buckets. But I mean, still, he is almost a near perfect representation of Pochita, and was worth every penny. I think this guy was about $35, but you can't put a price on happiness, can you? So that is my top 3 popcorn buckets of the year, or the 3 I actually bought. It takes a lot for me to say, okay, pull the trigger, buy it, set it on the shelf. And these are the 3 that I personally thought were worth the money, worth the trouble, and sort of worth, keeping around for a long time, because this guy's going to sit on my shelf for a long time. The Silent Deadly Night one is just amazing. It's going to sit on my shelf. And the monkey is a great representation. And these also make great souvenirs. Like Chainsaw Man, The Reze Arc was a super special film to see in the theater for me, because not only were we seeing a film that had just come out in Japan, but I was able to see it in 40X and see it subtitled and see it like in an actual theater. And that was a very big experience for me. And to have this and remind me of that is just what these things are for. These, they call them popcorn vessels, but the buckets, but you know, and these are my top 3 of 2025. So thank you for watching.